justice and peace and equality. Now the world they will see. That's why
Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. And today we have Miss Barbara Coleman of Connecting Henry. How you doing today, Miss Barbara?
I'm well. Thank you for having me. How are you today?
I am awesome. It's a pleasure to have you on our show. Thankful for all the great things that Connecting Henry is doing in the community. You guys have an event coming up on October the 18th. Is that correct?
That is
all right,
correct.
Tell us what's going on with Connecting Henry and what's happening in Henry.
Well, there's a lot happening in Henry. There's a lot of need that's happening in Henry.
Okay.
And we are here to try to fulfill and meet the needs of the people of the county.
Right.
But on October the 18th, we are having our annual signature fundraising event.
Okay.
It is called the Bell Bottoms Ball, and it is a 70s themed ball where you can dress in your 70s attire, come out for a night of entertainment, a night of giving, and just help to support the organization which helps support the people in Henry County.
Now, when I came in contact with Connecting Henry and recognized what Connecting Henry was, I heard a lot about the SWAG program, the education program. What's the state of Connecting Henry right now? What primary resource is it doing to connect with community? Like, what's that thing you guys have going on?
But that's a good question. You are correct. That was a few years ago. We did the SWAG program, Students Working to Achieve Greatness, which was a GED program for 16 to 24-year-olds.
Okay.
We actually ended that program in 2021. The funding just wasn't there. The pandemic kind of took it the rest of the way out, but it was a very successful program. But we've been around for almost 30 years in the community. So SWAG didn't take us out. We are still around. We're still helping in the community. And one of the things that we do is to help families that are in need.
Okay.
If there's a family that's struggling to pay rent, mortgage, or utilities, we can potentially help that family. Keeping in mind, everything we do is based on funding.
Right.
When we have money, we have it. When it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
But we are that go-to organization, one of the go-to organizations in Henry County, just trying to help families to stay housed.
Okay.
Also, based on our funding, we can help a homeless family, a homeless individual, trying to get them rehoused. We have some funding. When we have it, that can put them in a hotel.
Okay.
But the thing about hotels, when the money runs out, the family is still homeless.
Correct.
So we're looking at other options, and we have some options where we can actually help to rehouse that family by paying the security deposit and potentially the first month's rent to get them into a place of their own.
Okay, that's good. So now, are you guys still helping students like find jobs, or is that still part of Connecting Henry? Some of the things you guys are doing, because you guys are very successful in partnering with community organizations like the Sheriff's Department, local barbershops and local mechanic shops, and helping create brighter futures for our youth.
Absolutely.
All right, tell us about that.
We, to a degree, yes, we can do that.
Okay.
But all of that was under the umbrella of the SWAG program. We had opportunities with that program, what we called a work experience, where we could actually we were the employer of record to place a young person in the community.
Okay.
We worked with that young person, kind of interview them to see what did they want to do. Did they want to be a barber? Would they like to be in media? Did they want to do something in the medical field? And then we matched them with an employer in the community who was willing to take that student under their umbrella and give them the experience in working.
Wow.
But unfortunately, with that program, it went away.
Okay.
It's not one of the things that we do with the young people, but we can also work with adults.
Okay.
Because there's the uncles and the grandfathers and the dads and the moms and the aunties in the same households who may need a job.
Okay.
So we try to do it a couple of times during the year. It is simply a job training program. It's a soft skills training program to help individuals to understand the importance of not just getting that job, but what do you need to do to keep that job?
Correct.
It talks about being to work on time. Even your personal appearance. We know that a lot of our young people and some of our adults like to wear, their hair in different styles, and that's okay.
Okay.
But your style, does it match the job that you're trying to get?
Yes.
And so we talk about those things and how you look. Even down to the perfume that you wear. Is it overpowering? If you're going for a job interview, suppose that person that's interviewing you is allergic to your perfume.
Wow. Never thought about it like
Never
that.
thought about that.
Yes.
Just simple, let's get you in this job and let's help you keep this job. But we do partner with the community in this training, and we are looking to do another one in 2026.
Okay, and what organizations, what organizations does Connecting Henry partner with currently, like in the community? Like, I know you guys are very resourceful in helping people get back on their feet. I walked into the office, hundreds of shoes on the wall that you guys are giving away to the community. What community organizations are you guys partnering with currently?
I think a better question would be, what community organization are we not partnering with?
Yes.
Connecting Henry, we believe in collaboration.
Okay.
To me, and for the organization, it makes no sense to keep reinventing the wheel.
Correct.
If you're working on a project and we're doing the same thing, let's collaborate.
Right.
Let's work together.
Yes.
We don't need to be pulling against each other for the same resources.
Okay.
So we believe in collaborating with any and everyone that's like-minded, any and everyone that don't mind collaborating with us.
Yes.
We collaborate, if I had to name some, Piedmont Hospital.
Okay.
We work with DFACS, quite a bit with DFACS. We
Wow.
work with the school system quite a bit.
Okay.
Because a lot of the families that we assist are families that have children in Henry County schools.
Gotcha.
We work with any and everyone. We have a diverse board that's from different organizations within the community. I don't want to name drop all the places because I don't want to leave someone out.
Correct.
But we collaborate with any and everyone. The Young Dreamers, they're Young Dreamers International. They're a group that works with young men for mentoring. We definitely work with them. SNS Health. A lot of health organizations, because that's one of the other things that we're dealing with now.
Okay.
If you've watched the news, if you've seen television shows, everyone knows right now, Black women, we are not taken care of.
Yes.
Women are dying in childbirth.
Wow.
And to this day, why there's such a high rate of death amongst women of color, it blows my mind.
Wow.
But those are things that we're tackling and bringing awareness, because it's happening right here in Henry County.
Wow, did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Another one of the things that we're dealing with is what's called the Low Birth Weight Initiative.
Okay.
Right here in Henry County.
Okay.
There are women who are having babies 5.5 pounds and under. So think about a preemie that's being born 5.5 pounds. We pray that they all recover. We pray that they're all well. But unfortunately, a large number of them can have long-lasting implications later in life.
Gotcha.
It could lead to learning disabilities.
Okay.
It could be physical or even mental challenges.
Okay.
And so we bring awareness to that, because the numbers in Henry County, they exceed the state and the regional average. Our numbers are higher.
Right.
That means more women are having 5.5 pound babies and under.
Yes.
And so we want to bring awareness to that. We talk about all types of health topics. In fact, we host monthly collaborative meetings.
Yes.
Where we bring together the community,
Yes.
the faith-based,
Yes.
other nonprofits, businesses, the school system, government, and we talk about the issues and the things that are happening right here in Henry County.
Wow. And you guys have moved locations as of recently. You're right next to the McDonough City Hall.
Yes.
Shout out to Mayor Sandra Vincent and the city of McDonough. How important was it for you guys to move to that location, to be visible to the community, and you guys are right there on the main road. So now we know what Connecting Henry is.
Yes.
Versus where it was back in the whole, it was back somewhere you had to find it.
Yes.
But Connecting Henry is right on the front, bro. What did that do to help, grow the organization and let people in the community know that Connecting Henry was here?
We are in the heart of McDonough.
Okay.
And as you said, we are literally right next door to McDonough City Hall.
Yes.
And so that presence in that area, we get more walk-ins.
Okay.
More, and believe it or not, we still do not have our sign out just yet.
Okay.
But they know where we are.
Right.
Because of word of mouth. People find us.
Okay.
And it's important for us because we want to be helping people.
Yes,
That's why we're here.
Yes.
And so we want to be able to let people know we have a foyer now where they can come in, they can wait.
Oh, wow.
And we have people that's on hand that can actually work with the families and to help meet their needs.
Okay.
And we're so thankful to the city of McDonough because as a nonprofit organization,
yes,
especially in today's times,
man, it's tough.
money is scarce.
Yes.
Funding is scarce. Everyone, and I love it that they think that we have all this money.
Yeah.
And I would like to say that we have all this money.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter, we do not. We're just like any other nonprofit, just trying
Okay.
to make our ends meet on a day-to-day basis, which is one of the biggest reasons why we're hosting,
Yes.
the fundraising event that we're having.
Okay.
But by being in this location and the support from the city, it means more than you will ever know because
Wow.
it helps us to keep our doors open and it helps us to continue. And the beauty of that relationship with the city of McDonough, the things that we are doing,
Yes.
are direct correlation with what the city's vision. They want a healthier McDonough.
Yes.
So we're able to work with them with campaigns to help people be healthy. We just recently had in May a health fair at Shiloh Baptist Church.
Okay.
And we had lots of vendors that came and they set up their table to provide those health resources to the people in the community.
Yes.
We have another event coming up. It's called the Ultimate Baby Shower.
Wow.
Remember, we talked about the low birth weight.
Yes.
So with this baby shower for moms who just had a baby
Okay.
or are pregnant, this
Wow.
is a resource fair for them to come. They can get diapers and wipes and any and all things baby.
Okay.
So we're encouraging those organizations that would like to participate, contact us. We'll definitely tell them how they can participate in this event.
Wow. So many phenomenal things that Connecting Hearing is doing in the community, and we're excited for it all. You guys, make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you get support. If you can't get a ticket, donate. Connecting Hearing annual ball gala held at Eagles Landing Country Club. That's October the 18th, a night of celebration, and they will be dancing the night away. You guys, we got to go to a commercial break. We have Ms. Barbara Coleman, director of Connecting Hearing right here in the city of McDonough, Georgia. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. You guys stay tuned. Ease up.
At Eagles Landing Diabetes and Endocrinology, our business is your health. Dr. Ronald S. Watts and his staff are dedicated to the pillars of quality health, such as equity, effectiveness, efficiency, integration, safety, timeliness, and people-centeredness. Eagles Landing Diabetes and Endocrinology specializes in the evaluation and treatment of diabetes and endocrine disorders. Thyroid, neck, and parathyroid gland ultrasound examinations, and vascular examination for peripheral artery disease are just some of the services that Dr. Ronald S. Watts and his staff provide. Looking for treatment? We are currently accepting new patients. Eagles Landing Diabetes and Endocrinology accepts all major insurance. Give us a call at 770-389-9494 or visit us at 550 Eagles Landing Parkway, Suite 110, Stockbridge, Georgia. Eagles Landing Diabetes and Endocrinology. Our business is your health. Visit us at eldiabetes.org.
At A New Well, we believe every day should be lived with dignity, comfort, and care. Located in the heart of Stockbridge, Georgia, our adult day center offers a safe, welcoming environment where compassion meets quality service. Whether your loved one needs daily support, engaging activities, or just the warmth of a friendly smile, we're here. At A New Well, we provide high-quality care, either in our beautiful facility at 931 Rock Quarry Road or from the comfort of their own home. Our dedicated team ensures every individual lives life to the fullest. And with Medicare Advantage and other insurance options accepted, peace of mind comes standard. So when you're ready to give your loved one the care they deserve, call A New Well today at 1-800-341-0120. That's 1-800-341-0120. Or visit anewwellinc.com, where care, comfort, and compassion flow together.
Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. We're back with Ms. Barbara Coleman, Director of Connecting Hearing right here in Henry County. So much happening in Henry County, so much happening with the climate, people moving here. it's a different Henry County.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different Henry County,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm looking at Connecting Hearing, and I know even through our organization, Streets of Gentlemen, we get letters. One thing I want to say about Connected Hearing is they're almost like the mother hub of nonprofits in Henry County. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to that. Like, what does it mean for your organization to keep community connected and collaborated? Because you guys do an awesome job in making sure that everybody knows via email, text, by phone, just making sure that you're reaching out to all the partners in the community that service the community. How important is that?
Very important. We are not just a nonprofit,
Okay.
but we do serve twofolds. One, as the Georgia Family Connection Partner for Henry County.
Okay.
Georgia Family Connection Partnership, it's a one-of-a-kind entity in the entire country.
Wow.
There's 159 counties in Georgia.
Okay.
There are 157 partnerships. Why is that so important? If you think about the entire county and each county linking arms with the next county,
Okay.
we're all working for the protection, the well-being of children.
Wow.
So if we're all linking arms, we cover the entire county with the entire state.
Okay.
With that same mindset. Let's protect our children. Let's protect our families.
Okay.
Let's make sure our families are stable.
Right,
Let's
right.
make sure our children are on reading level. They're
Okay.
not falling behind.
Right.
They're thriving in schools. The communities we live in are thriving.
Yes.
And so everything that we do is centered around that.
Okay.
Is centered around collaboration. We talked earlier, collaboration is the key.
Right. Right.
Too often we find that organizations and other nonprofits like to compete with each other.
Yes,
And in a
yes.
sense, we may be competing each other with the same resources for funding,
Okay.
but we should be collaborating together when we're trying to reach the same people.
Okay.
For years, Connecting Henry did a Christmas program,
Right.
and we did it successfully for like 18, 19 years.
Yes.
And not that other organizations can't, do their own thing. We, of course, encourage that. We encourage individuality. We encourage creativity.
Right.
But when you're serving the same population of people,
Yes.
why not collaborate together?
Collaborate, man.
Bigger is stronger. Bigger is better. Together is stronger. Together is
Yes,
better.
yes.
And so that's what we believe in with collaboration. We get access to a lot of resources.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier about the shoes. We
Yes.
partner with an organization called Souls for Souls.
Okay.
And they gave us 750 pairs of brand new shoes,
Wow.
name brand shoes, to give to the homeless families, the kids in the school system that's here in Henry County.
Okay.
At the end of last school year, there was almost 2,000 homeless kids in Henry County schools.
Wow.
You're talking about the growth of the county. This is one of the fastest growing, has been for years
Okay.
in the state and in the country.
Right.
So
right.
people are coming here from everywhere.
Correct.
But not everyone is coming, with a laid out plan and a home and a job. Things happen.
Yes.
A lot of us are paycheck away from being in a bad situation.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
our organization is here to help those families, help them become stable. Of course, I keep going back to money because we can't do what we do without funding.
Right. Right. Right.
And we serve a lot of people. We also serve, as I mentioned earlier, the Health and Human Services Department for the city of McDonough.
Okay,
And
okay.
and we're just trying to help people, not just in McDonough, but in Stockbridge, Locust Grove, in Hampton, all over the county.
Right, right.
We are here. We are that organization that's trying to help these families, and we get calls for everything.
Okay. Okay.
For everything.
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 Food, clothing.
Yes.
Healthcare.
To my neighbor's dog is barking. Who do I call about this dog?
Okay.
We literally get calls for everything.
Wow. So Connecting Hearing is not just a nonprofit that connects community, but it actually connects community through resources.
Absolutely.
Of information so that people can know, like, who do I, like, what is it that I do what is Henry County? Like, where's my resources?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. We have a resource guide. We're working on our digital resource guide.
Okay.
We're in the middle of updating our website through the Georgia Family Connection Partnership.
Awesome.
And so this guide will be on that website.
Okay.
So if you're looking for, we'll say, a media company.
Right.
It's almost like the mini Yellow Pages. You remember the Yellow Pages back in the day?
Yes.
This is what this guide is going to be. It will have a whole host of things. You can filter it through topics or the name of the organization.
Okay.
It'll pull up all the information for the folks.
Man, that is phenomenal. And being you know, I've always, when I moved to Henry County back in 2000, I believe 11, I thought connecting Henry. I said, man, this is the county nonprofit, but you guys are an independent nonprofit.
Yes,
is that correct?
we are.
And but you serve this community so long and being a staple in this community to people actually think in their mind that this is the county nonprofit.
Yeah, well, at one point, I will say that
Okay.
just like now we serve as the Health and Human Services for the city of McDonough,
Okay.
we were at one point a department for Henry County government.
Okay.
So you are correct in that, but we stopped being a department in 2019.
Okay.
And then we kind of we were just a nonprofit, and then in 2023, we became the Health and Human Services for the city of McDonough.
Man, that is so awesome. Now, let me ask you this: with so many people moving to Henry County, and so many people, and so many organizations, and people with bright ideas, because we know people move places, they turn brand new, and all of a sudden they're community gods and stuff, you know, whatever you want to put it. But how is Connecting Henry helping the community filter out organizations that actually mean well to the community? Because we've had a lot of scams come through Henry County. A lot of people just say, hey, I'm here to do this, collect money, and they're out. You know?
Right.
How's Connecting Henry helping monitor that?
Relationship.
Okay.
We form relationship with people because some people contact us in a sense, how can we help promote them? How can we help to get their word out there? How can we help people to know who they are and get them more business?
Okay.
But remember, our focus is on children and families.
Yes.
And so we want to be able to partner with those organizations who are for the right thing. We definitely look at the Secretary of State website.
Yes.
We vet businesses as well as we vet our clients.
Awesome.
Because we do have calls. You know, as I said, people call us for some of everything.
Yes.
And some of the stories that we get, you would think that they were not true because they were some of the stories what people are experiencing.
Okay.
It's just unbelievable.
Wow.
But we vet them, and you find out that this, although it's unbelievable, I am so sorry that this is happening to you.
Yes.
But we have to vet because of that. What you just said, there's a lot of scamming.
Definitely.
A lot of scamming. A lot of people want to get in your pocket. You know?
Absolutely.
So we make sure we, as best that we can.
Okay.
You know, we do our due diligence, and we've been impacted. You know, we've had people to try to scam us. They've intercepted checks that we have written to help pay someone's rent and mortgage. They've whitewashed, I believe it's called, the check and deposited into their accounts.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, we're no exception. They have attacked us too, just by circumstance. So we know that these things are happening everywhere, and certainly right here in Henry County.
What can community do to help? What can the community do to help Connect Henry further its mission and continue to be that asset in the community, so that we have someone who is making sure that they're monitoring the lines, not just monitoring the lines, but making sure that community collaborates through nonprofit initiative.
Just simply get involved.
Okay.
Find out if anyone want to contact me, they can certainly do so. Find out what we're doing in the community.
Okay.
And not just Connect to Henry, because there are other organizations I want to point out. It's not just us that's on that front line.
Right.
There are other organizations that's doing good work. You know, we have St. Vincent de Paul. We have the Salvation Armies out there.
Okay.
We have Samaritans Together that's out there. Some of the local churches, I will not name who they are, but a lot of the local churches are out there helping people in the community.
Okay.
Volunteer at these organizations, not just Connecting Henry.
Yes.
If you have a heart and a compassion to help people, get involved on the board of directors.
Wow.
We can take up to 15 people on our board. We have some space available.
Okay.
I don't need everyone on our board to look like me.
Yes.
I need diversity in the board
Okay.
because we serve the entire community.
Yes,
So if
yes.
you're Hispanic or Spanish speaking or you're Asian, we want someone that look like you, that
Yes.
you can relate to
Yes.
on the board as well. So we're looking for that. And certainly resources.
Okay.
You know, things that can help the homeless. We collect toiletries. We collect socks. One church actually donated cases of Bombas socks to
Okay.
us that we
Okay.
were able to give to the community.
Wow.
We were able to give to our children during the Christmas season. And of course, monetarily, we can never have enough money because
Yes.
the need is here. The word tells us that the poor will always be with us.
Yes.
And the poor is here now.
Right.
And it may not be the poor man that's outside walking with no shoes or no socks.
Correct.
But it's the family that's in the house, as you mentioned earlier,
Yes.
having to decide whether or not they pay rent, whether they pay for their utilities,
Wow.
which are increasing. We are seeing $500-$600 a month for electric bills.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And I know I've seen the difference. I know you've seen the difference.
Yes,
in
I've
electric
seen the
bills.
difference. Yes, it's crazy.
You know, do they buy food? Our seniors are hit really hard
Yes.
because they're on a fixed income.
Yes.
Their Social Security is not going up as high as their rents.
No,
We're
no,
seeing rents that have doubled
Yeah.
for seniors.
Yes.
We have homeless seniors.
Yes.
So how can you help in all of those ways that can help people?
Right.
Just showing compassion. Sometimes I see on Nextdoor, there's a lot of people being judgmental,
Okay.
a lot of people having negative things to say. There's a lot of begging is
Yeah.
the lack of a better term that people do on
Yeah.
these sites.
Yeah.
But get to know people, get to walk in their shoes,
Yes.
and understand that it's God's grace and mercy.
Wow.
That anything can happen to any one of us
Right.
at any time, completely beyond our control, that can put us from the mountaintop all the way down to the valley.
Man, you better tell it. You
We
better
have, we
tell
have
it.
to be compassionate with people because you never know.
Man, you better tell compassion, community, connecting, collaboration. It's all of that, man. You guys, we're gonna have to go to one more commercial break, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about October 18th, the big ball day.
Yes.
How Connecting Henry is making an impact and how community can connect
Yes.
with Connecting Henry and making sure that we continue our initiative to build stronger communities together. You guys stay tuned. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. Ease up.
Welcome to the all-new Kim Mays State Farm Agency, located at 102 Vincent Avenue in Stockbridge, Georgia, next to the Kroger Plaza on Flippin Road and Hudson Bridge. Recognized by the City of Stockbridge for her community service, Kim specializes in auto, home, and life insurance. We also offer investment and financial planning services, as well as mortgages and refinancing. As an award-winning State Farm agent, Kim's strive is to be one of South Metro Atlanta's leaders in business, with a team of qualified professionals in customer service, sales, and compliance. Covered by Kim continues to lead the way in giving clients quality service to meet their needs. Call us today at 770-282-6622 for your free home, auto, life, or small business insurance quotes. Follow us online at all social media platforms at Covered by Kim, or for more information, visit our website at coveredbykim.com. Are you covered by Kim? Did you know 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer? And studies show men die faster from breast cancer due to late detection. At Breast Are Us, we're changing the game with safe, painless, and radiation-free ultrasound screenings for both men and women. Our ultrasound screenings are quick, 15 minutes or less, with no compression, no pain, and implant-safe technology. Our scans help detect breast cancer earlier, especially in women with dense breast tissue, where traditional mammograms can miss. Ultrasound increases cancer detection from 47% to 97%. Why wait? Take advantage of this special, only $249. Early detection could save your life or the life of someone you love. Call us today at 478-258-3431 or visit breastarus.com. Breast Are Us, protecting lives through early detection.
All right, Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. We're back with Ms. Barbara Coleman of Connecting Hearing. Collaboration.
Yes.
Man, community collaborating.
Yes.
October 18th, for big day for Connecting Hearing.
Yes.
What can the community expect October 18th?
Well, expect to have a good time.
Okay.
Pull out your Afro puffs,
Wow.
your Afro wigs, your platform shoes, your bell-bottom pants.
Okay.
Pull all of that out. We'll have contemporary music, today's music being
Okay.
played. The DJ may throw a 70s song in here and there.
Okay.
But the idea is to come out, have a good time.
Right.
Help support the organization. We have sponsorship opportunities available. But it's at Eagles Landing Country Club.
Okay.
The doors will open at 6:30 with a red carpet.
Red carpet.
That we
Game
will
Changers.
have. Game Changers will be doing our red carpet for us and taking
Yes.
pictures. We
Really
have
exciting.
a photographer that's there. We have the DJ. We have good food by the
Right.
country club.
Okay.
And it is just going to be a night of networking, a night of food, entertainment. We have an artist that's going to be there.
Oh, wow.
Tamara Gammon,
Okay.
and she is actually going to paint a live portrait for us
Oh, wow.
during the event.
Wow.
And the one thing about this artist, she's a well-renowned artist,
Okay.
local.
Okay.
And believe it or not, she used to live here in Henry County.
Wow.
She's
Wow.
now in the Atlanta area, and she has a studio.
Okay.
But she takes the elements from the night. She never knows exactly what she's going to paint or
Wow.
what colors she's going to use.
Okay.
But her paintings can be for any demographic.
Okay.
Because they do not have a color to them, meaning you can't identify them as a black person or a white person or Asian person.
Right.
The way she create her people, she again pull from elements of the room.
Okay.
Like one of the paintings that she did, the color guard was performing, and
Okay.
there was a lady that had on a nice flowing dress. So she incorporated that into the painting, and it's absolutely beautiful. So she's going to be there,
Wow.
and she will auction off some of her paintings, and these are original paintings. And so we're looking forward to it.
We're
If
excited.
nothing else, just to see what others will have on. We will have a contest for the best dressed man
Okay.
and for the best dressed woman that night.
Man, shake a tail feather, man. Shake a tail feather. It's gonna be going down at Eagles Landing Country Club, October the 18th. Connecting Hearing. Where does the proceeds go? Who does the proceeds help, and what's the vision to getting, making sure that we keep Connecting Hearing going another year? We're gonna do everything we can at Game Changers to ensure that, and making sure we give you guys a voice in the community so
Yes.
that people can know what's going on.
Yes, and we appreciate that. And I
Awesome.
thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you
Awesome.
for that.
Yes.
But the proceeds for this event will go towards our general operating. As I mentioned, we are funded through grants and through donations.
Yes.
I pay my staff through grants.
Okay.
Without grants, I do not have a staff.
Wow.
And so the proceeds from this will help to make sure that we can continue the programs and services. It makes sure that not only will we have staff, but we
Okay.
can buy those simple operating supplies that we need. It makes sure that we can continue to put families in hotels.
Wow.
It makes sure that we can continue to help a family that may need cleaning supplies, or a mom that just moved into a new place may need a bed.
Right.
It helps us to have people on deck to help to continue to cultivate the resources in the community.
Yes.
And connect people to the resources.
Wow.
And so without this funding, as well, I mentioned earlier, all nonprofits are struggling right now.
Yes, they're definitely struggling. Lack of resources, lack of funding from the federal government,
Exactly.
and the state government,
Yes.
as our governor has shut down state funding,
Mm-hmm.
those type of things. So we definitely need the people to step up. Now, if people want to donate, they don't have financial donations, but they may have toilet tissue, they may have anything. Because you got, like, again, when I walked in the building, I saw thousands of shoes across the wall. Where can they drop off this? Where can they drop off products so that they
Yes.
can continue to support that initiative?
Yes, our physical location is 162
Okay.
Keys Ferry Street. Keys like keys to the car, ferry like the boat.
Yes.
Keys Ferry Street, not road, because if you do road, it's going to take you in the country.
Man, the whole country.
Yes. So make sure Keys Ferry Street. And again, we are located right next door to McDonough City Hall. And I like to tell the folks that are coming to our office, if you are at McDonough City Hall and you're looking at the City Hall, Bank of America is to your back.
Yes.
We are the 2-story brick building that is to the right of McDonough City Hall, between the City Hall and the Hardys.
Wow.
And there's not a sign out front that will say Connecting Henry.
Correct.
But you'll go up the ramp, and that's where we are. We're typically there Monday through Friday from 8 until 5.
Okay.
Certainly you can drop off donations. If you would like to do a monetary donation or mail anything to our office, it can be sent to that same address. Any check made payable to Connecting Henry. If you go to our website, connectinghenry.org, you'll see our PayPal link. You will see the link for Cash App, that you can also do a Cash App, which is $ Connecting Henry. We have a candle fundraiser.
Wow.
And I'll mention that briefly. There is an organization or business in Hampton, Georgia, Maker on the Main.
Okay.
Her name is Joey. She made 3 signature candles for us. These candles are $25.
Okay.
There's one that's called Connected to Home, because we want every family in this county to be connected to a home. We do not want people to be homeless.
Yes.
Another one is called Peaceful Moments. So when you're in your home, we invoke peace. We want you to have peace. We don't want strife and confusion, but peace in your home. And then the third candle is called Coming Out Kicking. Because remember, we talked about that low birth weight.
Yes.
So when these babies are born, we want them coming out kicking.
Yes.
We want them strong. We want them healthy. And so the proceeds from these candles, again, they go towards helping to take care of the organization, help to take care of my staff. I have a great staff. And I'd love to keep my staff because I can't do this alone. And we are here to serve all of Henry County.
Yes.
So that's what the proceeds will be going towards.
Man, the scripture says the labor is plenty, but the workers are few.
Yes.
And we need all we can on board to get it done.
Yes.
So I know exactly what you mean. One thing before I want to cover before you leave, we talked about the homeless epidemic, and I don't think people really understand that the homeless epidemic that's happening in Henry County right now. Can you give us a scope of what's actually going on and what you guys are seeing out there? Because I think everybody thinks, we all live in these 5-bedroom houses with 4-car garages and everybody's singing Kumbaya all day and loving on each other. But it's a real crisis that's happening right here in Henry County. Tell us about that. It
is. And I want to preference what I'm going to say. It's not just a Henry County issue. It's not a Georgia issue. This is a nationwide issue.
Wow.
All of this is as a result of the pandemic. A lot of it as a result of the pandemic.
Okay.
We know that rental prices have increased.
Okay.
And if we could do a poll of all of Henry County and ask how many people have had an increase in their salary since the pandemic, not many people will say they had a significant increase. Certainly everyone, you get the annual cost of living bump.
Yes.
But not everyone has had that significant increase.
Wow.
We know that taxes have increases. Everything has gone up. We already talked about the cost of the electric bills.
Okay.
If you think about a family who was barely making ends meet, there's a lot of corporations here, but these corporations in this county, you don't make that much money.
Correct.
I mean, compared to the cost of everything.
Correct.
The majority of our clients are single women.
Wow.
And single women of color.
Yes.
That are just simply, a lot of them are just simply struggling.
Okay.
Something happened to cause them to fall behind on their rent. That something could have been an accident, a death. They lost their job. They had reduced hours. The child got sick.
Yeah.
Any of those things can cause a family to fall off track.
Yes.
Homelessness is not that drunk man that we used to see or that drug addict. Everyone seems to think that everyone that's homeless is on drugs or they're drunk.
Okay.
That is not the case.
Wow.
We have entire families living in their cars.
Wow.
10 people in a house. 15 people in a house. They're doubled, tripled up because they cannot afford to stay where they are.
Yes.
Something happened.
Wow.
And so it is happening everywhere across this country. There are no waiting lists open, to my knowledge, right now. It's certainly not in Henry County for Section 8.
Wow.
Those programs are being impacted right now.
Yes.
The housing authority is full.
Mm.
We get calls from people who say, I've got kids. What am I going to do with my kids? When we have many people who have said to me, if I can't get some help, I'm going to commit suicide. They tell me this.
Man.
It's a hurting time for a lot of people. So I want all of us who are at home,
Yes.
in our 5 bedrooms,
Yes.
in our air conditioner, in our comfy home, to think, what would happen if this happened to me? Whatever this is, the job loss, the spouse walking out,
Yeah.
the death of a spouse, a major cancer diagnosis. What would happen to me?
Yes.
And so again, we can't look at people and be judgmental of what a person is going through.
Absolutely.
It could be me. It could be you.
Any day.
It could be any one of us at any time.
Wow.
And so homelessness, it is impacting single parents.
Okay.
Homes are being sold out from under people.
Wow.
They were renting, they've been there for years, they've been paying their rent, and then the owner decides, I'm selling this property.
Wow.
And you got 30, 60 days to find somewhere to go. Landlords are asking a security deposit 2 to 3 times your income.
Absolutely.
Your take-home pay.
Yes.
And sometimes your gross pay.
Yes. Yes.
People can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
And that's several of the reasons why we have homelessness. So it is happening. It is happening right here in Henry. And we receive about 2,000 calls a month
Wow.
from people who are just desperate. And unfortunately, we cannot help everyone.
Right.
If they do not meet the criteria, they need to be a Henry County resident for at least 6 months or more.
Okay. Okay.
And if they've not been here for that long and meet the other criteria, if I don't have money,
yeah.
I simply can't help.
Simply can't help.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 months is kind of steep because usually they're living to qualify for anything. You need to be somewhere a year.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you
Right.
guys are definitely going over and beyond the call of duty to be the arms and legs of the community.
Yes.
And we appreciate that. Anything you'd like to share with our audience? Where can people go find you online? Anything you'd like to share?
Sure. You can find us on our Facebook page, which is Connecting Henry. You'll see the little puzzle piece. Our website, again, connectinghenry.org.
Okay.
We are physically located right next door to McDonough City Hall at 162 Keys Ferry Street. I want to extend the biggest thank you to my board of directors, Shayna Thornton.
Awesome.
She's our board chair. H.B. Moore is our co-chair, and all of our board members that support Connecting Henry, and most definitely Mayor Sandra Vincent and the mayor and council of the city of McDonough. We appreciate them so much for their help and for their support, and even for the other mayors in the other cities, because we serve their residents too.
Wow.
And we want to charge the other mayors and the other cities to support Connecting Henry to the level that the city of McDonough does.
Yes.
Because we do just as much for their residents as we do for all of Henry County.
Man, serving all of Henry County, Connecting Henry, man, phenomenal story. Want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know it's a Monday and I know it's like everything is hated on a Monday, but
Yes.
we want to thank you for taking the time out, sharing your story, coming on our show. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. This is my conversation with Ms. Barbara Coleman of Connecting Henry. Thank you guys for tuning in. Easy.
And equality. Now the world they will see.